Get up and go with Dunken and Carly on demand.
So we've had so many Facebook chats, so many chats on our app, so many calls, people saying, who won the 30K?
Yeah.
We were finally able to track down the winner yesterday after our show, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I've said it before. One of my favorite things about doing radio is making people cry, which people always laugh at. And it's not in a mean way. I like when we are able to change people's lives.
When we make people feel good.
So happy, right?
Happy tears.
Happy tears is what we got from Maya. And we don't always get that. We give away awesome prizes. And sometimes we just get cool. And I just want to shake those people. Like,
come on, man.
What are you doing? We just gave you a bunch of cash. Get excited. Maya was very excited. And you could tell that she really, really, really needed this money.
Oh, my gosh. I literally prayed for that the other day. I definitely needed this so bad.
$30,000 going to Maya.
Life-changing.
Oh, life-changing for sure. Yeah, she's got a little photography business, so she's going to invest in that a little bit.
Save up, pay some bills, you know.
So big congrats to Maya. Enjoy your money. Thank you so much for listening. And for everybody else, keep listening because we want to make you cry too.
I think the Swifties might cry if they win this.
Can you imagine being a parent right now and your kid is just begging for Taylor Swift tickets and you're like, I'm sorry, dude.
I don't know what to tell you.
They're thousands of dollars. I can't do that. Thank God for 106.9 KLC.
So we want to send you on a trip to California to see Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Woo, that's a big trip.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome. More details and your first chance to win coming very soon here on 106.9 KLC. So a news story says baby is the number one guilty pleasure smell. It is one of those smells that every parent loves, but you're not going to go around talking about it, right?
You're not going to go around sniffing other people's babies.
No.
Yeah.
So we asked people, what's your guilty pleasure smell? A smell that you love that you might be embarrassed that you admit. Carly, do you have a top three? So gasoline.
God.
I like the smell of cigars or pipe smoke.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't smell that very often, but
no, not often.
My grandpa back in the day, and I remember that smell.
Oh,
and
that makes
maybe I
sense.
just associate that smell with a happier time in my life.
Sure, yeah, for sure.
And I like the smell of farms.
So the poop?
I think it's the poop. I think it really is the manure, but like... Again, my grandma's farm, I remember it had a very distinct smell to it.
Sure. So mine are vanilla extract.
Okay.
When I open it and I'm using it in a recipe, I will always take a whiff.
You always huff it. Yes, we've talked about that.
I really like the smell of my bronzer that I use every day. It has like a coconut smell.
You use a bronzer?
I do.
Like a tanner?
Well... I but like it's not like the tanning lotion.
I didn't know that.
You know,
it's got the coconut
It has like a coconut scent to it,
which is like the sunscreen smell. No.
That's one brand of sunscreen. Okay. So now I know what brand of sunscreen you buy.
That's not the kind that we buy, but that's the kind I like.
I will smell it before I put it on every morning. Okay. I'll open it and I'll smell it and then I'll put it on. Yeah, it's really funny.
That's weird.
And then I like the smell of my cats.
Oh, yeah. So you admitted that on like a Weirdo Wednesday one time.
Yeah.
My daughter brings it up like every day.
No.
Because we ran a promo and every single day does Carly really smell her cats?
Not like on the regular. Come on, Amelia.
It's so funny. All right. So we got like 127 comments here in a short amount of time. Coppertone is the brand I was thinking about.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Lori says Coppertone.
I haven't smelled Coppertone in a long time, but I believe it smells like that. So it's a nice smell.
Rachel McConnell says rubber cement.
That's a bad smell. I remember opening that stuff in school and being like,
oh. There were definitely two kinds of kids in school. Those that were smelling the glue and those that were disgusted by it.
Ew. Dawn says bleach and pine sol.
Bleach, yep. I think a lot of people would say bleach.
I feel like I'm dying a little bit when I smell it.
It's not one of those things you're going to smell every day, but when you get a whiff, you're like,
No. No, I don't.
Heidi says new shoes. New shoes definitely have a smell.
You know, my brother, I'm gonna call out my brother on this one. He really likes the smell of new books. So when you crack open a new book, he'll shuffle through the pages. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he'll fan the pages.
Fan the pages. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll fan the pages and put his nose up to it because he thinks it smells so good, and then he'll read. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah, that's
but
definitely
it makes
a
sense.
guilty pleasure smell.
Yes. Hannah says her dog's feet. She likes the smell of her dog's feet.
That's weird.
There's a lot of people that say their dog's feet smell like Fritos.
Angela says puppy breath. Fritos.
Yeah, that's a thing.
For real?
That dog feet smell like Fritos.
The chips?
Yes. You can Google that.
Here we go. Christy. She says horse poo.
Do you feel seen?
Yeah. I'm not alone. Millie says nail polish. You know, now that I have a daughter, I'm all about painting nails.
Oh, are you?
The fingernail polish remover. Now that is a smell.
Like a good smell to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not huffing it, but like I'm not mad at it.
You know, every time I walk by a nail salon, I'm always like, I'm not like, that smells really good, but I have a really strong desire to go in and get my nails done because there's a certain smell correlated with that experience. And
Hair salons, too,
yes,
have a distinct smell.
for sure.
All right, what is your guilty pleasure smell? Open the 106.9 KROC app and chat with us right now. Ho, 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 ho. This is going to fire you up.
Uh-oh.
So on the 106.9 KROC app right now, you can chat with us and let us know what you think. And you can also read through this article of the most overrated tourist attractions in the state of Minnesota.
So I'm not gonna look at this list because I want to be shook.
Okay, take a guess.
Live on the radio.
What do you think number one is?
Based on that reaction saying it's gonna rile me up, I'm gonna say the State Fair's on there.
State Fair is number 8 on the list.
Boo.
State Fair, kind of overrated.
Nope. Heck no.
I mean, it's...
Get out of Minnesota. State Fair is the best thing to ever happen to Minnesota.
Mall of America is number 1 on this list.
I mean, yeah.
Mall of America. So here's the problem. We all live here.
Right.
It's not a tourist attraction for us. It's a shopping mall.
No. And it always makes me giggle when I go and I see people taking pictures of Nickelodeon Universe.
Yeah.
I'm like, I see that at least once a year.
But I've got a family in Missouri that come up here once a year, and it is a big deal to them.
Yeah, for sure. There are people who come from other countries who like come to see the Mall. Well, maybe not just to see the Mall of America, but that's part of their trip, you know? And to us, it's like, okay.
Betty's Pies is on the list.
How dare.
We stopped into Betty's Pies one time on a trip up north, and the line was out the door.
I bet.
And I had heard so much great things about it, but
you know,
I ain't got time to wait for pie, so we hit the road.
True. Yeah, if the line isn't terrible, for sure worth a stop.
The Spam Museum is on here. I'm not going to judge the Spam Museum because I've never been there.
I haven't either.
I've been told that my kids would really like it. Even if they don't like Spam, they would have a good time there.
Well, and you can get Spamples, so I think you'd really enjoy that.
Yeah. I'm down to try some free food. And Minnesota's largest candy store is also on this list, which I've also never been to.
Oh, really? Mm-mm. Your kids would also really love that.
That's why I haven't been there.
Tomorrow, kids are encouraged to walk or bike to school. It is National Walk and Bike to School Day.
Should be a nice day tomorrow. Did you walk? Did you ride your bike? You live in a bigger town.
I rode my bike sometimes because I lived... it was like maybe a couple-minute bike ride from my middle school and high school and elementary school, actually.
Yeah.
All three were like right in a clump.
Same for me. I grew up in a small town, so like everything was 3 blocks away.
Oh, okay,
so,
yeah.
Like, we were always walking.
I just happened to live in the right part of town, but I was just far enough away that I could get on the bus. So most of the time, I rode the bus.
There you go. So yeah, tomorrow morning, be on the lookout for lots of kids.
Yes.
Walking and biking. Be extra careful.
There is a new Minnesota State Fair Grandstand Act that has been announced. This is the 10th act for this season.
We're up to 10 already?
We're up to 10 already, I know. The Black Keys will be coming.
Oh, nice.
Which that should be a pretty good show.
Mm-hmm.
You can check out all 10 of the acts that are coming, including Young Gravy, Rochester Boy, your boy, Young Gravy.
Yeah, my boy.
You can check out the details about those shows on the 106.9 KROC app. And finally, stop mowing your lawns. It's No Mow May.
What is the purpose of No Mow May?
So the purpose of No Mow May is because in May, pollinator species are the most vulnerable. They're coming back from migration or they're coming out of their hibernation and they've been hibernating in your yard, like underneath any of the extra leaves you've left or grass or, stuff like that. And so you gotta leave them alone so they can continue their natural life cycle and get ready for the summertime.
And then your yard looks so awful. Can we just mow like a couple times in May?
No. Nope, because then you kill them. So you can still grab a free No Mow May sign from City Hall if you want to participate.
If you don't have the sign, you could get fined, right?
You could get fined, yes, because there is a rule about how long your grass is allowed to be.
Okay.
So if you're participating, then make sure you grab a sign, or you can also print them off, but the ones at City Hall are laminated and already on a stick for you. Grabbed one yesterday from my house.
Oh, isn't that great?
It is. We got to help these dang pollinators because they're having a hard time, man.
Couldn't they just relocate to out of town?
No, that is not how they work.
There's lots of grass
Mister.
outside of city limits.
You can get more details about No Mow May on the 106.9 KROC app.
Dunken and Carly, weekday mornings on 106.9 KROC.